Welcome to Healthy Future Vision. I'm grateful to share this moment with you. May it bring hope, healing, and peace to your day. Have you ever wondered why there are days when your joints hurt so much that simply getting up from a chair feels like a challenge? It's not because you overworked yourself, and it's not because the weather suddenly turned worse. It's because there is a quiet flame of inflammation burning inside the body, steady, persistent, and sometimes making us feel as if our own body is turning against us. Years ago, I used to believe joint pain was just a natural part of aging, like gray hair or the fine lines near our eyes. But after hundreds of conversations with patients, watching them walk into my office with tired eyes, with worry, frustration, even fear, I realized something important. Pain is not fate. Pain is a message the body never wants to punish us. It is simply trying to tell us that something needs care. But here's what many of us do instead. We feel pain. We take a painkiller. It helps for a few hours. The pain returns. We take another. Day after day, year after year, it's like placing a small bandage over a deep wound. It soothes for the moment, but it doesn't heal. And in searching for gentler, more lasting solutions, I return to an old friend, something almost every kitchen has, but very few people know how to use correctly. Turmeric. Not just as a spice, but as a natural medicine supported by over 3,000 scientific studies. Inside turmeric is curcumin, a compound that can calm inflammation at its root, relieve joint pain without damaging the stomach or liver, protect, and even support the repair of cartilage. But here is the most important part. Something 94% of people using turmeric do not know. Curcumin only works when it's taken the right way. If not, it simply passes through the body without being absorbed, leaving almost no benefit at all. Today we're going to talk about exactly that. No complicated science, no exaggerated promises, just what nature has already designed for our bodies, for thousands of years. So if your knees are tired, if your hands ache in the morning, or if you simply want your later years to feel lighter, easier, more comfortable, stay with me for a few minutes. We'll learn how to help the body heal itself, and slowly, gently, and with care. When I was younger, I believed joint pain was something to be managed. Reduce inflammation, reduce pain, move on. But the longer I worked in this field, the more I understood something that no textbook ever taught. Joints are not just bones and cartilage. Joints hold memory. Every step at age 50, 60, 70 carries the imprint of our life. The times we lifted heavy things without resting. The days we ignored pain and said, "I'll be fine." The winters we let the cold settle deep into our muscles. So when your joints hurt, it's not simply wear and tear, it's a reminder, a gentle one, that it's time to slow down, listen, and repair. And among the natural ways to support joint restoration, turmeric and its curcumin compound are one of the most steady and reliable allies. But for it to truly work, we have to use it the right way. 1. Curcumin, the conductor of the body's inflammatory response in people with arthritis. The joints are filled with constant fire alarms going off. Inflammatory molecules like TNF-A, IL-6, and COX-2 continuously activate. That's what causes heat, swelling, stiffness, and pain. Pain medications turn off the alarm, but curcumin helps put out the fire at its source. It doesn't force the body to shut down inflammation. Instead, it rebalances the immune response, gently reminding the immune system that the joint is not the enemy. When used correctly, curcumin can reduce swelling and warmth, ease morning stiffness, improve flexibility and joint movement, and over time, reduce how often pain returns. It works slowly, gently, but deeply, and lastingly. So, why do many people use turmeric but see no results? Because curcumin is very difficult for the body to absorb. If you simply sprinkle turmeric on your food, up to 80% of the curcumin passes through the body unused. Here's what most people don't know. Curcumin only becomes absorbable when paired with two things: healthy fats, piperine, found in black pepper. Healthy fats allow curcumin to dissolve and cross the intestinal wall. Piperine increases absorption by up to 2,000%. If either one is missing, the effectiveness drops tenfold or more. The golden rule for using turmeric: After age 50, this is the exact formula I write on prescription notes for my patients. 1 teaspoon turmeric, 1/4 teaspoon black pepper, 1 tablespoon coconut oil or olive oil. You can take it at 2 key times. Morning, when inflammation tends to be highest. Evening, when the body enters repair mode. If the taste is difficult, you can make golden milk 1 warm turmeric milk. 1 cup unsweetened almond milk or regular milk. 1 teaspoon turmeric and a pinch of black pepper. 1 teaspoon coconut oil. A small amount of honey if you prefer a gentler flavor. Sip slowly. Allow the warmth to spread from your stomach to your joint, like a quiet reassurance. When will you notice results? Not overnight, and not suddenly. I always tell my patients, the body heals slowly, but always with precision. Weeks 1 to 2. Morning stiffness feels lighter. Movements become easier. Weeks 3 to 6. Walking stairs becomes less painful. Gripping objects feels easier. Weather changes affect the joints less. Week 8 and beyond. Inflammation becomes more stable, sleep improves. Joints feel more flexible and reliable. So if after 2 months you find yourself moving more freely, that is not luck. It is your body recovering. 5. A story I will never forget. Not long ago, a woman named Maria, 72 years old, came into my clinic with an old wooden cane. She looked at me and said, "I just want to walk to my garden in the morning. Without pain, not climb mountains, not dance. Just walk down the small path behind her home." We started with turmeric and the right dose, the right method, consistently, along with a few gentle stretching routines before bed. 3 months later, she came back. She wasn't holding the cane. She smiled and said, "I've returned to my garden." I didn't celebrate because she was pain-free. I celebrated because she had taken back a piece of her life, a piece that pain had quietly stolen away, and you deserve that too. Your joints do not need miracles. They need understanding and gentle patience. My friend, I know the journey of living with joint pain is not easy. There are mornings when even turning to sit up feels like a battle. There are days you want to move faster, hold someone's hand, or simply do something small. But your joints say no. And sometimes people look at you and say, "It's just old age. You have to accept it." But I do not believe that. I believe the body remembers. And it always wants to heal, if we give it what it needs. 1 teaspoon of turmeric a day may sound small, but it's the small things repeated consistently that change lives. Because healing is not a sprint. Healing is a journey made step by step, gentle choice by gentle choice, breath by breath. If today is your beginning, start simply. 1 teaspoon of turmeric with black pepper and healthy fat each morning. A few minutes of joint rotation before bed. And just a little patience. As a gift you give to yourself, do not compare your progress to anyone else. Every body has its own rhythm. What matters is not how fast you go, but that you don't stop. Remember this, from the depth of my heart and from 35 years of working in this field. Your body is not betraying you. It is waiting for you to care for it in the right way, and you are beginning that right now. If you have listened with me to this point, leave A in the comments. Not for me, but to gently remind yourself, I am healing. I choose to continue. I choose to be gentle with this body. Thank you for spending this time with me today. May tomorrow's sunrise find you walking a little lighter and feeling a little lighter in your heart. I'll see you in the next video. We'll continue this journey one steady step at a time.